All right, let's get right into this explainer. If you're completely tired of hitting dead links on race day, and you're looking for the absolute ultimate Kodi solution for streaming cars and racing, well, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we are walking through the complete step-by-step installation of the Torque Lite Kodi add-on, pulling directly from the latest wireless shack guide. We're going to keep things really crisp, structured, and strictly to the point, so you can get your streams tuned up and running without wasting any time in the pit lane.
Okay, let's dive into this. Installing a Kodi add-on from scratch takes exactly 19 steps. Now, to make this incredibly easy to follow, we're going to logically chunk those steps into 3 distinct operational phases. We'll start by looking at what Torque Lite actually is, go over the prerequisites, walk through phase 1, 2, and 3, and then wrap the whole thing up with some real-world community feedback. Section 1. What is Torque Lite? Let's just briefly touch on what makes this specific add-on an absolute essential for any serious motorsports setup. You know how some add-ons are just, well, kind of bloated? Torque Lite is not your average add-on. It is entirely laser-focused on cars and racing. The main menu gives you immediate centralized access to a live zone, supercars, superbikes, one-off events, and race archives. It's literally built specifically to put all your motorsports streaming in one super convenient place.
Now, it's actually really crucial to know the history of this add-on, because if you try following older tutorials, you're going to hit a complete dead end. Torque Lite used to live in the Narcissist and 03 repositories, but it's completely gone from those servers now. Today, its official home is in the Lab repository, which is exactly what we're targeting here.
Section 2. Prerequisites and repository info. Before we start tweaking anything inside Kodi, let's get our technical parameters and legal boundaries straight.
A quick but highly important disclaimer straight from our source. Kodi should only be used with content that is bought and owned personally or is firmly in the public domain. WirelessShack.org does not support or condone copyright infringement in any way. So please ensure your viewing habits stay within these legal boundaries.
All right, here are your specific specs. We're grabbing the Torque Lite add-on from the Lab repository. The primary URL you are going to need is tinyurl.com/TL48. We've listed an alt URL on screen just in case the first one acts up, and this is confirmed to be fully compatible with both Kodi 20 Nexus and 21 Omega.
Section 3. It is time for Phase 1, adding the source. Basically, this is where we point your Kodi system to the correct spot on the internet to find our files.
Starting right there on your main Kodi home screen, head up to the top left and click the System Settings gear icon. From there, click File Manager. Look over to the left side of your screen and hit Add Source, which is going to open up a new little window. Finally, just quick write exactly where it says the word None.
A digital keyboard will pop up. Now, this is where accuracy really matters to save you a massive headache later. Type in tinyurl.com/the48, exactly as you see it. Underneath that, go ahead and name this media source the48 and hit OK. Do a really quick double check for any typos, click OK one last time, and just like that, Phase 1 is totally in the rearview mirror.
Section 4, Phase 2, Installing the repo. We've mapped out the route. Now we actually need to download the repository itself.
So back all the way out to your main Kodi menu and click on Add-ons. Up at the top left, you're going to click the Add-on Package Installer. That's the one that looks like a little open box icon. Choose Install from zip file and simply click Yes on that warning pop-up. Oh, and quick heads up, make sure you actually already have unknown sources enabled in your system settings for this to work, otherwise you'll get stuck here.
When the directory box opens, select the lab, and then click the zip file named repository.thelab. Now, so the crucial point is right here. You must stop and wait. Keep your eyes locked on the top right corner of your screen. Literally, do not click anything else until you see that repo installed notification pop up.
Section 5. We have finally reached Phase 3, installing the add-on. This is the final stretch where we actually extract Torque Lite.
Staying right there on that same add-on installation screen, click Install from Repository. Scroll down a bit to find and click the Lab repository. And then just dive right into the Video Add-ons folder.
And guys, we've reached the finish line. Find Torque Lite right there in the list. Click it and hit Install down at the bottom right of the info screen. Once that download bar completes, you are officially done and fully ready to stream.
Section 6. User Feedback and Tips. Let's look at some real-world community insights, because this can honestly save you a lot of troubleshooting time.
Take this little exchange from the community boards, for instance. One user reported Torque Lite completely failing to launch on Kodi 20 for Windows. Then another user jumped in, actually noting it in Dutch, saying that while it failed on Windows for them too, it worked absolutely perfectly on Android. So if you're running this on a PC and you hit a wall, don't panic. This is a known issue. Android TV boxes are definitely the preferred hardware for this build.
And this brilliantly illustrates another super common scenario. We had a user, Nev, report that all their menus loaded perfectly fine, but they kept hitting an error 404 when they actually tried to watch a race. Keep in mind, a completely flawless installation doesn't guarantee every single stream link will be live 24/7. That's just the nature of live streaming, right? Sometimes links go down.
But hey, here's some genuinely great news to wrap up on. As of mid-2026, the community confirmed that both the Torque Live and Torque Lite versions have been fully updated within the lab repository, and they are currently running completely smoothly.